you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Shannon Marie, and today's video is going to be my second story time about when I got into my first fight in high school. Yes, my first fight in high school. Damn, I'm shocked up to this day because I wouldn't have seen myself fighting like this in high school. But basically, let's bring it back to when I was in grade 11. I was 16 years old, and I thought that nobody can touch me. Like, I felt like the, I don't know, like a boss. That's what I felt. And you know, I'm all my girls, I'm like, nah, bro, nobody can get on our level. We were on top. That's how I felt, you know? All that was in my head though. But anyways, so I was in cooking class. Maybe it was second period because this all happened at lunchtime. So I was in my cooking class, and I got a text message from one of my friends saying, yo, Shannon, yo, this girl's about to catch it. So I'm like, what girl is going to catch it? I'm like, all right, so whatever. I text her back, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what's going on? She's like, yo, just know to come to the change room at lunchtime. So I went and told my other friend, who told my other friend, who told my other friend. But either way, we're all a group of, you know, friends. So, you know, we're all just texting each other. She's like, I just know to come to the change room when lunchtime comes. So lunchtime started at like 11:10. I think it started at like 11:10. And then when the bell rang, I got my stuff, didn't even look back. I ran to the change room. And by the time I got there, all of my friends were there. So I'm like, all right, like, what's good? What's going on? I see my friend standing like this in front of the girl's face. My girl standing like this. So they were face to face. And I'm like, okay, nah, like, there's going to be a fight. There's going to be a fight. So I'm turning to my other friends. You know, we got our cameras. At that time, I didn't have a proper phone to record on. So I used my iPod, the 4th generation that my mom just bought me. And I'm pulling out my iPod, recording. And then next thing you know, I don't know what the words were. I don't know who was saying what, but all I saw was a boom. Like, my friend punched the next girl in the face. And I gotta give it to the other girl because she was very small compared to my friend, and she still held her ground. So like, it was pretty impressive. So, you know, we're all just there looking at her. We're like, yo, like, bang her, beat her up, whatever. We're just yelling at a whole bunch of foolishness. And then the girl gets up. My friend leaves the change room now, and then I'm there in the change room with the other girl who my friend beat up, and my other friends are there. And she's like, honestly, I'm not going to stay here and let your friend beat me up. There is no way. I'm getting her back. So I'm like, okay, but just know that if you touch my friend, it's beef between me and you. So Shadi said, I don't care. I am not letting her walk all over me like that. So I'm like, okay, all right. Just know that if you touch my friend, it's a ride out thing. And that's how I thought in high school. I'm like, all right, so like, if this person doesn't like my friend, I don't like you. That's how it was. Anyhow, the next day came, and me and all my friends were walking to the plaza. I think we were going out for lunch, and we were walking to the plaza, and then we seen the next girl who got beat up from my friend the previous day. So then my friend was like, yo, Shannon, like, isn't that her? I'm like, yeah. And with the same girl, she had other people, like other girls with her who went to our school the previous year. So I'm like, did she bring these girls to try to, like, you know, to defend herself? So my friend's like, yo, I'm gonna, you know, start something. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So my friend now is walking over to her saying, I forgot what she said, but I remember she walked over to her so fast and said, I think, yo, man, I forgot what she said, but I think it was along the lines of, so bitch, you had something to say? And the girl's like, I didn't say anything to you. So all I remember is my friends, again, their phones. Me, I just had my bag, my iPod in my hand, and I'm about to record, but I forgot to press record, but that's whatever. So all I see now is my friend swing at her again. Next thing you know, a part two from the day before. And pause. The day before, everyone already knew about what happened. And now the plaza of the school I went to, it was like the hot spot. So basically, if there's a fight there, everybody knows because everyone is already there. So basically now, there's a fight. Everybody came rushing from the plaza, from the parking lot of the plaza. No, actually, no, people came rushing from the sidewalk of the plaza to where the grass was. So now my friend and the girl are fighting again. Next thing you know, her friends start coming in. I'm like, okay. And then everybody who came from the plaza to where the grass was kept pushing people. And one person pushed me into a next girl. Actually, no. Someone pushed me into the same girl who my friend was fighting. And all I remember is the girl looking up at me and said, "Are you trying to fight me?" That was the worst thing. I was so cheesed. She looks up and says, "Are you trying to fight me?" And then I had it in braids at the time. And she pulled my hair down to the ground. And I'm like, yo, why am I on the floor? And she was like punching me. So then I recollected everything in my head. I'm like, what is going on? I threw my bag on the floor, took off my glasses, threw those on the floor. My iPod that my mom just bought me, threw that on the floor. And I got this energy where it was just like, yo, let me feed this girl with thumps. So I was feeding her with punches, kicking her up. And next thing you know, she's on the floor. So me and my friend get up, we look at each other, and we start kicking this girl in her stomach, kicking this girl in her head, kicking her in her back. I'm not even exaggerating. Whoever was there knows. I should say that. Whoever was there just knows exactly how it started to how it finished. So we start kicking her up, whatever. She gets up now, and I get up. I'm walking away, and then my other friend is fighting her. My other friend is now fighting the girl who I fought, her friend. I should really come up with names, but it's going to be way too complicated because I'm going to forget the names. And I don't want to give out the real names. But all my friends now end up fighting all her friends. So by this time, everybody's in a circle and we're just in that circle. And we're all just fighting. I remember a car pulling up and saying, "You girls should not be fighting like this. This is not how ladies act." And we're like, okay, yeah, you're right. But once she drove by, fight again. So I remember her trying to choke me, and I'm like, girl, what is you trying to do? I remember her being on her knees, and I was standing up, and I took her hair because she had a ponytail like this, and I took it like this as she's on the floor, and I wrapped my hand around her ponytail like this, and I lifted her like this, and then I took my fist and I punched her in the face. Don't come for me because I will come for you. That's what she did, and she just caught the punches. And I remember everyone saying, "Whoa, whoa, Shannon, whoa." And I'm like, yo, are you dumb? I'm a star right now. Like, all eyes are on me. I'm like, are you guys dumb? Now everybody knows not to mess with me. Well, after that, all we hear is a wee 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 wee. Police pulled up. I seen the police and the ambulance come, and I'm like, no. So I ran to Tim Hortons, and I looked at my fist. I kid you not, all my knuckles had blood on them. I don't think no, there's no more scars. The scars are gone. So I went to Tim Hortons to wash off my hands, and came back, and I realized I didn't have my iPod. So I'm just trying to figure out where my iPod was. My friend had my glasses, got my bag. This time now, all the principals are at the plaza. So I go back to school now, and everyone's like, "Yo, Shannon, are you okay? Like, I can't believe you guys got into a fight, whatever." And I'm like, yo, like, be quiet, because whenever there's a fight at the school, the principals obviously try to like ask people what was going on. So I remember walking back to the school, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm looking for my iPod, guys. Like, if you guys know where it is, let me know." And then the principal came up to me and said, "Shannon, do you know what happened at the plaza?" So I'm like, honestly, I don't know. I'm just trying to find my iPod because it got lost. They're like, "Well, we have your iPod. So if you want your iPod back, you can tell us what happened." I'm like, first of all, you guys weren't even there when my iPod was lost. So nice try. So now I'm in class now, last period, and I'm like, okay, bless. I'm not going to get caught. Everything's just, settled down. Walking to my last period class. And then I remember this guy. He's so dumb. He's like, "Yo, Shannon, you good? Are your fists good?" In front of the principal. So when I seen that, I'm like, the man, like the principal looked at me in a way where he's like, yo, okay, now I know, and I'm going to get Shannon before school's done. So I'm sitting in class, the bell's about to ring, and I'm like, yes, once the bell rings, I'm going to run home because I'm not trying to get caught. Before the bell rings, oh, Shannon Dawkins, come to the office. The man came to my classroom door and escorted me down to the office, and I sat in the office and I seen all 4 principals. I seen all 4 VPs and the principal sitting down saying, so Shannon, what happened? I'm like, so you guys really mean to tell me all of you guys are going to sit here, look me in the face and ask me what happened? You guys already know what happened, so I'm not saying anything. I sat like this the whole time. And they're just asking, Shannon, what happened? What happened down there at the plaza? I'm like, you guys already know what happened at the plaza. If you guys didn't know, why are all of you guys interrogating me like this? So, I think they already got witnesses and they watched people's videos, and they already knew what happened at the plaza. So my VP came to me, he's like, oh, Shannon, you're suspended. So I'm like, okay, I already told you guys already knew what happened. So me and my friend were sitting in the office, and then my mom came for me, and she's like, oh, Shannon, I'm tired of you getting in trouble at school and all that jazz. You know how moms are. But yeah, so after my mom came for us, we went home. She dropped me and my friend home, and then the principal never really told me how long I was going to be suspended for until maybe like a week later. My friend and her cousin, we went to the school, and we found out that we were supposed to be suspended until further notice. So then my friend's cousin asked them and said, oh no, it's only for 15 days. So we were out of school for 15 days. And when we come back to school, apparently they asked the girl if they wanted to press charges on us. And thank God those girls were smart and said no, because that would have ruined my life. I would have been so sad. But that's the end of my story. The moral of the story, guys, just don't fight. It's not worth it to fight in school at all for no ratings. No, it's not cool. Fighting is not cool, because the same girl who's in the fight got fired from her job. So I do not recommend fighting at all. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. Thank you for all the people who have been subscribing to my channel, for all those old subscribers and my new subscribers. For those who are new to my channel and haven't clicked the subscribe button, it's down below. Click it right now, and you guys will be notified every single time I post a video. Also, you guys can click the notification bell. Again, you guys will be notified when I do post new videos. Yeah, I think that's it. Stay true to you guys. Bye.
Work, 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 work. You see me, I be work, 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 work.